Okay, random thought. I'm sitting here in the hospital bed and I'm okay, but I was thinking, you know, God can punch your number and call your name at any time. So if I died right now, what's one thing I would tell my son? And of course, I would hope I could think of a lot of things, but one thing that jumps out right now is kind of a two-parter. Actions have consequences. Even when your intentions are good. And sometimes the consequences are good, sometimes they're bad, but I took marriage serious, but I didn't take it serious enough. I was naive and stupid. I knew I wanted to marry one woman. I lost my virginity to the woman I married. Uh, but I didn't choose wisely. And I'm not here to knock anybody. I want to focus on my faults, not other people's faults. I should have known better. I should have taken it more serious. So I would say to any young men out there, or young women too, be real careful. Weigh your choices before you make them, because once a choice is made, it's hard to take it back, and really you can't take some choices back. So I would say take your time and be careful. And number two, I would say do what you love. Now, if your name's Hitler and you love killing Jews, don't do that. But that just popped in my head. But I mean, if you're from a family of lawyers and you want to operate heavy machinery, that's your passion. Do that. Don't worry about money. And if you do what you love, the money will come. And I used to hear an old guy I used to listen to on the radio. He always said, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Now, that's kind of a loose statement. I mean, life is full of work, but you'll be so much more happy. Don't chase money. Money can come later. Some of the happiest times in my life was when I was the poorest. I can't really explain that, but I think back to remember when we did this or we had that or whatever, and I thought, how poor was I back then? But I was content, so it's okay to want things. Just don't make things become your God, because God is number one. There's a reason why there's a verse that says, put the kingdom of God first, and then all these things will be added unto you. You got to be careful, because just because you don't worship Satan doesn't mean you don't have gods before your actual God. A motorcycle accident, I need to be careful not to put stuff like that over hunting, fishing, shooting. I've been into those things very heavily before, and they became my God, and I didn't even realize it. And it could be anything. For a woman, it could be, shopping or purses or whatever, I'm something like that. I'm just throwing stuff out there. For a guy, it could be, I want this car or this four-wheeler or this gun or this bass boat or whatever. It's okay to want nice things, but don't allow things to become your God. Make yourself happy as long as you're in the will of God. Don't worry about money and things as much. That would be something I would say as a parting nugget of wisdom, I guess. So stay tuned for more nuggets of wisdom. Hopefully some of them will be even right. So I don't know. We'll see. Thank you.